Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And take it right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ready. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Ready. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion.
Stroud sets up the play action. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll run. Achane. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties on these.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
19 tight, 19 tight.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 28. 3rd and 2. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Up the middle, Achane. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21, Ravens 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Antonio.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made back at the 17.
Jackson. The short one there, caught by Likely. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They'll run the screen with Moss. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
And a Raven first down.
To throw is Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recover? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21. Ravens 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
18, pioneer. 65 catch, 65 catch.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Warriors, 17. Buffalo, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly they get to the line. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort when he caught.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do you guess I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next, the rest is up to me. These lames is upset, my peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, its people are oppressed, and I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, 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 go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jumped in the front, see the blade with the speakers. Thunder my plans, judge my plans. Husband, I stumble my cousin, my vans. Plush like brush like plus. I got him a plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face. Your chain is
Let's
a
go
neck.
that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, it's done go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
Alright, they hit my designer for sneaks. Double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Michael. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, it's done go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Get down.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, ooh. young tycoon that's sick of it. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Ravens of San Antonio taking on the Houston Texans.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Mustang 19. Go.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
19 Lions.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Right back to Moss. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Moss on the dribble up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll swing this out to Moss. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now Jackson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Hunt will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And they'll give this to Achane. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now 2nd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On the handoff, it's Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now Stroud. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane, 64 yards. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from the 20. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the 1st drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Moss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, San Antonio.
They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Jackson rolling to his right. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And the San Antonio first down.
On the give, this is Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud. Over the middle, into traffic, and that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Check, 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 check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud off the play fake. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back. Tucker with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. And this will be a touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Texans 55, Ravens 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. Back now in Houston. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Achane. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Jackson. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Jackson on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zach Moss from a yard out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Shreds the tackle. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, middle.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's my time, I know Paddock for leap. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I step through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, and with that I climb to the peak. Don't ride no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef, slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweet, they ain't even have a chance. I've been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like lambs. You go tell your mans. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's a sweep, do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. GMF, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Her force ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All four pockets equally swollen.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. Hey, we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps.
Yes, sir. It's a sweet. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a trail like got 2K on my feet. Slide with the bros, I don't care what you think. 17 flash gonna go in a blink. Hey, hey. Wrist got no thirst, like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause
it's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. What? man, talk is cheap. Get that boy